The movies is a double whammy, because the music is something you're listening to, but then the movies is what? Is images. Now, the movies are presenting provocative images. People moving in different kind of ways and suggestive ways. And what's going on in the movies? Violence. People is killing. People is fornicating with their eyes. People fornicating right in front of you. People are stealing. People is lying. People is swearing against God. People is robbing banks. People are disrespecting their parents. All kinds of things is happening in the movies, and we just watching it and digesting it. I'll give you a statistic that you need to know about. The average American watches on an average of 4 hours of television a day. The average American. In the course of 4 hours of television a day, they witness over 1,500 acts of violence. And they don't even wait, they don't say nothing, they don't even blink. So if you witness those acts of violence on a regular basis and you don't even blink, it means that your mind and your psychology has accepted it and tolerated it, and you build up an immunity against it. Is it right? So after you build up an immunity against it, when you see fawahish in the society, when you see it in your neighborhood, you see people robbing people, I'll give you a good idea that you guys can relate to. There's a cartoon called South Park. Y'all know about it. And so in that cartoon, and I watch these things just to evaluate it, not because I like them, because as a sociologist, I have to be able to understand. So I got to watch it and check it out. So on one of these here cartoons, the guy is talking about old people. So he said, I hate old people. So the other guy said, why you hate old people? Because they always telling me what to do and blah, blah, blah. So what should we do about old people? I just wish some of them would just fall down the steps. See, so in the cartoon, the boys, they see an old lady fall down the steps. You know, she fall all the way down the steps, an old lady. And they all laugh. Because it's a cartoon. But that old lady was somebody's grandmother. So when you watch the cartoon, because they laughed before, and you see the old lady fall down the steps, you laugh. But that's your grandmother. That's your grandmother. When you laugh at somebody else's grandmother falling down the steps, that's your grandmother. But you don't see it like that. So the cartoons are conditioning the children to disrespect their parents and to become insensitive to the injuries and the pain and the suffering of a mother and a grandmother. Follow what I'm saying? So if you watch this enough, after a while, and they also say, one of the guys' name, I forget his name, but he called himself an underachiever. Listen to that. He said, what you do for life? He said, I'm an underachiever. So what does that mean? He's a failure. And he's committed to a failure. So everybody knows that's what he is. So he's one of the characters, and he's popular. And he's dressing with his hat cocked to the side, and he got the baggy pants on, and he say, you know, F the world, and all that kind of stuff. So he's like that. So when you see the boys in the street looking like that, what are they? What are they? They're underachievers. But it's been glorified. It's been put inside the mind. They have been conditioned to be underachievers. Psychosomatically, in the back of their mind, they have accepted to become a failure. See, so film is dangerous. We Muslims are watching, we are participating, but we are not controlling media. We should be controlling media. We should have our own media. That filthy media with the fawahish that's on it, we should answer it with a moral media. But do we have it? No, because we don't want to pay for it. I'll give you another instance, and I'm answering the sister's question here. When you go to Blockbuster, and all y'all be going to Blockbuster, I know that. When you go to Blockbuster, and you don't go, your parents go. Y'all go to Blockbuster and pick up the movies, and you know, you pick up like $15 worth of movies when you go, because you don't want to be coming back and forth all the time. So you pick, you know, about $15 worth of movies. That's like 5 movies you can watch all week. So you can spend $15 a week at Blockbuster. How much is that a month? Come on, y'all. It's 4 times 15. 60. Somebody here saw it 40. Bong. Okay. 4 times 15 is what? 60. $60 a week just to go to Blockbuster. But if I tell you to give $50 a month to Abu Bakr Siddiq Masjid for your children, for your women, and for your own life and your own community, you say, why? Because you don't believe that Abu Bakr Siddiq is giving you nothing for that $50. But you believe Blockbuster is giving you something. Now, we take it another way. But when you pick up the movies from Blockbuster, what they look like? What kind of packaging does it have? Is it professional packaging? I'm asking you. Are the graphics clean, crisp, clear? Very nice graphics? Is the sound Dolby sound? I mean, you know, that's what it's called, Dolby sound. That's the most recent technology, Dolby sound. Is that on it? So you got the graphics, you got the sound, you got the packaging, and when you go inside Blockbuster, it's like McDonald's, isn't it? But when you go inside the Muslim bookstore and you go get the DVDs of the different sheikhs that's talking about Islam all around, Tafsir, Quran, Aqidah, Dawah, whatever, what do the videos look like? Most of them been pirated. Is right or wrong? Meaning that the originals, the Muslim bookstores take the originals because they don't want to pay for the originals. What the Muslim bookstores do? They copy them. And what the copies look like? They look like they stolen. They're making them in the back room. So what kind of packaging is there? What kind of packaging? Substandard, is it? What happens to the sound? What happens to the graphics? And that's the whole pathology of the Muslim world. That Blockbuster is preparing us trash, but they packaging it like treasure. The Muslims, we got the treasure, but we packaging it like what? Trash. So I'm trying to send a message to you, brothers and sisters, that the issue of the movies, I understand you want to watch movies, but why don't you invest so that Muslims can create their own television? Muslims can create their own media. Then we have something called halal media, that we can answer that haram media.